Hello guys, today I'm going to explain you the concept of inheritance in Java. Firstly, we need to know what's the topic of inheritance, what is the definition of it. So the main topic of inheritance or the main point of inheritance is that inheritance is the process in which one class inherits the features of another class. So the properties of one class has been copied to some other class. So there were two classes in inheritance, or the first is parent class and the second is child class. Parent class is also known as the base class and child class is also known as the derived class. Parent class is also known as the base class because it gives the features, it shares or it transfers the features from it to some other class. So it is known as child class and it is known as parent class. Here this is also known as derived class because it is derived from some other class. The properties of that class is derived from some other class. And here parent class can have its own features, and while it comes to the child class can inherit the properties of parent class and as well as it have its own features and properties, right? And when it comes to inheritance, the inheritance in Java has been classified into three types of inheritance: single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, and hierarchical inheritance. These were the three types of inheritance in Java. When it comes to other languages, we can include multiple and hybrid inheritance, but in Java, it doesn't support multiple and hybrid inheritance. So now I'm going to explain the third type of inheritance in Java, hierarchical inheritance. So initially, I have created a package. Oops, since I have been using Eclipse IDE, I need to create a package in which I need to store all the data here. And here I have created a class parent, which is initially a public class by default. And in that, I have created a method void print a. It doesn't return any of the value. So I've given return. I didn't give the return value, so I've given the void method. And here print a. In this method, I'm going to print some statements. And after that, class child one. This is the derived class, first derived class from parent. So what is hierarchical inheritance mean? A parent can have one or more childs. So one or more childs can inherit the properties of a parent class into them. So a parent class can have one or more child class. So in this case, this is called hierarchical inheritance. And here this is the child one. We need to use the extends keyword in inheritance when we are going to inherit some parent class. So this extends keywords is used to include or attach the class which we are going to inherit. So this is simply nothing like new keyword in creating an object. So without new keyword, we can't create an object. So this is the property of extends keyword here. So in this, I'm going to create a function, create a method void. It doesn't return any of the value type. So print b is a method. I'm going to print one of the statement here. And after that, child two is one of the child for parent class. So there were two childs. There were two derived class from the base class. So this class is also extended by parent and I'm going to call another function here. So my classes has been completed and here I'm going to call the main class public class and I'm going to name it as inheritance. Since our topic to be explained is inheritance, and in that public class I have created the main statement. I have called the main method here. The compiler starts executing from this line and here I have created an object here. So this particular child one is the first derived class from the base class. So the first derived class, the first child one is the derived class from the base class parent, right? And obj is the object name for the first child class. And here child two, this is the second derived class from the parent class. It means second child from the parent base class. Obj1 is my second object and new is used for instantiation of object and here constructor has been called, right? So I'm going to call obj.print so where does this go? Obj.print b. This obj is the object for the child one. So I need to attach this since it's not a static keyword. There's no static keyword here. I need to attach an object here. So void print b, and I'm going to call this function. This is going to be printed. This is print b method. Firstly, this is going to be printed, and after obj.print a. So we haven't created any object for parent class, while we have created an object for child class and the second child class. So many of you can raise an point like how can you call a parent class by using the child object? have already told you before, the properties of parent class has been inherited by the child class. So parent class can have its own property, but while the child class will have the properties and features of both parent class and its own properties. So it is a mixture of A plus B. A refers to the parent class, B refers to its own properties. So it is capable to call the method which is in parent class, right? And obj dot print C. Here print C refers to the second child method. And here obj dot print obj1 dot print A. And again, the second child is also calling the parent class method. So the second child will not accept, right? If one child calls you, I'm also eligible to call you. So I was also the one who is going to call you. You respond, I don't know anything, you need to respond. So this is how hierarchical inheritance works. And when it comes to multi-level inheritance, here this particular extends parent, and when it getting extended by parent, and this child 2 is getting extended by child 1. So here instead of parent, I'll replace it by child 1. So that's the main difference between multi-level and hierarchical inheritance. And when it comes to single inheritance, I can remove this particular class. So there's no use of having two classes here. So when we have one class, this is the parent class and this is the base class and the derived class. There will be only two classes in a single inheritance. So this is the major difference between three of the inheritance types, and I have explained in detail. So if you have any related queries or any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. I'll reply. Thank you. I'll compile in there before. Yes, here we have expected the output. This is print B method. First I have called the print B method. So what is it? This is print B method. And after that, print A. I have called the parent class. This is print A. And after that, I have called obj1 dot print C. This is print C method. And obj1 dot print A. This is print A method. This is how hierarchical inheritance works in Java programming. And remember, single and multi-level inheritance is also a component of the inheritance topics, and it can also be easily implemented by using the inheritance topic. Thank you.